Hello, this is Jules from the Apple Newsreel. Today I'm going to talk about how I actually go about making my videos. The first thing I use is Aperture. Aperture is Apple's top-of-the-line photo editing program, and I use it basically to edit any pictures that I'll insert into the video later. I'm going to be doing a review of Aperture shortly, as promised. Basically, I choose it for its huge amount of functions and its low memory usage. The next program I use is Final Cut Pro 7, which is Apple's, once again, Pro line video editing software. It comes as part of Final Cut Studio 3, which I've already reviewed on my site. Some videos coming along soon. As you can see, it's split into a couple of windows, and you can do a lot of stuff in it, tons of effects. Once again, here you see how you can edit a photo within a video. You got the light spectrum on the right if you want to darken or brighten parts of the image. For the opening animation, I use Motion, which is also part of Final Cut Studio 3. It's got things like Live Font, which you see here, the red text. Now, the reason I use Motion is mainly because it's a lot easier to use than its Adobe equivalent, which I believe is After Effects. Now, the next step that I take in producing is soundtrack. For example, here I just produced the intro, and the blue bar is the video track, the green bar is the audio track. Allows me to see exactly, for example, here I lost the audio track, so I can't see exactly what the audio looks like, but usually I can see exactly the audio waveform, and I can trim it to my liking. I can put it exactly where I want in the video so that it times up perfectly with the video. Finally, I run it through Compressor, which also comes with Final Cut Studio 3, and it can basically transform an Final Cut exported movie, and it can transform it into basically any format you'd like, any standardized format: iPad, iPhone, iPod, Apple TV, ProRes 422, 4444, most of the major professional formats. Now, some of you might have heard I'm working on a complete overhaul of the site look. I'm working in Dreamweaver and Adobe Illustrator and a couple of other programs to do that. Now here's a sneak preview. There's going to be a menu bar. That big gray thing on the right is the menu bar. The big part on the left, that's the code for that particular page. Now, it's no walk in the park. It's going to take a couple of weeks, probably. And a lot of the icons that I'll be using on site will be made in Adobe Illustrator because they're going to be vector graphics, that is to say, pretty much lossless images. You can zoom in all you want, and they'll never lose resolution. Well, that's about it for this webisode. I'd like to thank T Green508 of True Distinction Music for the intro theme. I encourage you to visit his channel. He's got all types of music. There's a link in the description. And finally, if you want to see more reviews, news, and tech stuff in general, go see the site. There's also a link in the description. It's theapplenewsreel.com.